Liberalism is probably the most influential political ideology in the modern world. Liberalism has moulded and shaped many of the political systems that we reside within. Liberalism is an incredibly significant political force. But what is liberalism? Liberalism is defined by two sets of values: the ideals and the economic principles. The ideals include freedom, democracy, secularism, equality, tolerance, rights, fraternity, limitations on state power, and the rule of law. The economic principles include free markets, private property rights, and private ownership of the means of production. Liberalism is defined by these two sets of values: the ideals and the economic principles. Liberalism was born out of the intellectual revolution known as the Enlightenment. Significant liberal thinkers include John Locke, Adam Smith, Rousseau, Immanuel Kant, and John Stuart Mill. Liberalism places significant emphasis on the importance of the individual. Liberalism emphasizes the importance of individual rights and civil liberties. Individualism is an important component of liberalism. For liberalism, individuals are significant and important as independent political actors that deserve rights and protections. Liberalism has had an enormous impact on modern society. The rule of law, representative democracy, free market capitalism, individual rights and civil liberties, a constant emphasis on freedom and equality. All of this represents the influence of liberalism. Liberalism has shaped our world. The Western states that dominate the globe are themselves largely dominated by ideological liberalism and its consequences. In Western countries, many, if not most people and politicians can reasonably be described as liberals. Within liberalism, there exists a broad spectrum of different views. The extent to which free market capitalism should dominate the society is debated amongst liberals. The form that democracy should take is debated amongst liberals. What kind of equality should be pursued is often debated amongst liberals. Liberals agree on many things, but they often debate about the very significant details. Liberalism contrasts with ideologies such as fascism and socialism. Fascism rejects liberal values almost completely. Fascism despises liberalism and its emphasis on freedom, democracy, and equality. For fascism, individualism, the rule of law, and limitations on state power are detestable. Socialism, meanwhile, identifies a contradiction between the ideals of liberalism and the economic principles of liberalism. Socialism seeks to reconcile this contradiction by abandoning the economic principles in pursuit of the ideals. Socialism abandons free markets, private property, and private ownership of the means of production in pursuit of freedom, democracy, and equality. Liberalism is an immensely significant political ideology. Liberalism has been momentously influential. It is imperative that it is understood.